She definitely has a place in history, especially as being one of Balanchine's greatest ballerinas.
She's so elegant. She has so much power and so much command and so much respect that naturally goes towards her. And she's a wonderful woman and a great leader.
My first meeting with her, I hardly spoke at all. I just kind of nodded my head and couldn't help but keep thinking to myself, my God, this is Patricia Wilde.
I met Patricia in 1965 at the New York State Theater when she was a ballerina with the New York City Ballet. She was dancing the role of Firebird, and I was but a lowly spear carrier in the back. And I was very excited about being in the theater, and suddenly this woman in a red practice tutu, this was the rehearsal, came from the corner like a buzzsaw, bzzz, and stopped. And I was like, who is that? And someone said, that's Patricia Wilde.
I'm Patricia Wilde, Artistic Director of the Pittsburgh Ballet Theatre. And dancing, for me, it really means my life. I have been dancing since I was 3 years old, and actually without ever stopping. Even when I was expecting my children, I danced on Saturday and gave birth on Sunday and was back teaching the next Saturday. So I've never been away from it, and I can't imagine life without dance, an involvement in it. I've been a dancer, I've been a teacher, I've been a choreographer, and I've certainly been an artistic director, and that I have enjoyed very much. I've been all over the world dancing or teaching, and it's been a very good, full life.
When Patricia Wilde came to Pittsburgh Ballet Theatre 15 years ago, she came with the idea that she was going to bring all of her schooling to Pittsburgh, which was her great gift. She had danced with the great European companies of the Ballet Russe. She was with the New York City Ballet for 15 years, and she, what many people don't know, was ballet mistress for American Ballet Theatre for 15 years. A tremendous history of great performances and great teaching. Her teaching methods actually are followed throughout the entire world. She has been a guest teacher and will continue to be a guest teacher throughout her career.
Patricia Wilde has had, as an artistic director, quite an impact. I mean, she's certainly had an impact on dance as an artistic director. Many of the ballets that she commissioned for Pittsburgh Ballet Theatre are now out in the general repertoire, being danced by companies all over the country and all over the world.
Recently we brought Tabula Rasa back, which was a work that we did, 10 years ago. And it was very well received, and I felt this last time people actually had tears in their eyes after it, and that gives you a wonderful feeling of success. It's a work that has gone out and gone all over the world, which makes me very proud. We've done Romeo and Juliet, a new version here that has been performed by a number of other companies. We had a very good opportunity to do a new work some years ago with Performing Arts for Children, and it was their 20th anniversary and ours, so we got together on it, and that was The Mighty Casey. And that also is a work that has gone to many, many other companies. And so, you know, this sending out of repertoire that has been created here is a very exciting thing to have happen.
Patricia's reputation in the dance community, first of all, is practically the first lady of dance. You have to understand that she is the only female artistic director in the country. There is one woman, Francia Russell, who co-directs with her husband in Seattle, but Patricia is the only one. And there is only one other artistic director ever before that who was female, and that was Martha Graham.
The name Patricia Wilde brings with it a great deal of history. I mean, we all know the things that she accomplished as a dancer. She did some things for female dancing that could be likened to, for instance, what Rudolf Nureyev did for male dancing. I mean, she brought a lot more to bear on what women could do as dancers.
She herself was a powerhouse dancer, being able to do a double sauté basque where only the men do double sauté basque. That's 2 turns in the air, landing on one leg.
Flying around in the air at great speed, that was my forte, kind of. George Balanchine was an incredible choreographer and actually was brought to the States in 1933 by Lincoln Kirsten to start a school, which he did, the School of American Ballet. And he literally has changed the way we dance. And one of the things that he really has pushed the most is the speed with which dancers work now. I really love that challenge, and so many of the at least 18 ballets that he choreographed specifically, parts in them or the full ballet for me, were things that exactly demanded a great speed and a lot of batterie, and batterie is the beating together of the feet either in the air or parterre on the ground.
The most interesting part about coming to Pittsburgh Ballet Theatre was I was going to learn more of the Balanchine technique, and to have Patricia Wilde, known for Balanchine choreography and the speed and quickness that she has, and I felt she could really offer me the best, the most of the Balanchine technique, which she did.
Not only did she take this company over and bring it along and nurture it and continue with something that was already a fairly good company, she brought it along and nurtured it to a point where it is now a nationally recognized company. We're rated as one of the top 10 companies outside of New York. While she was doing that, she was also expanding the repertoire. She was increasing the dancers' ability to dance an ever more challenging repertoire. While she was doing that, she was also bringing along and training principal dancers for this company from the corps de ballet. Laura Desiree, when she first came here, was not a principal dancer. She came here as corps de ballet, and Patricia is one of her primary teachers.
For me, she had the ability to inspire me in such a way that I drew strength from her. If she cast me in a ballet that I didn't think I was ready for or was nervous about or didn't think I could do, I thought, well, Miss Wilde thinks I can do it, and I don't want to let her down. So I would try my hardest, and that happened over and over and over again until finally I gained enough of my own confidence to be able to get out there on stage and say, I can do this. And it's still going on. I mean, by putting me in those ballets, she's saying, I think you can do this, and I want to see you do this. And I'm not going to be the one to let her down.
Of course, I knew it was inevitable that at some point Patricia would retire and that she would step down as artistic director of Pittsburgh Ballet Theatre. I can't imagine this place without her. I think that's going to be one of the hardest things to get used to not see her coming through the hallways and, look in and be able to see her teaching class on a regular basis, and thereby, of course, get inspiration for my next class. But I expect many of the same things to develop around Terry Orr when he comes as artistic director.
I'm really looking forward to sitting back and relaxing and letting Terry make the big decisions, and I can just kind of prod every once in a while. I've had a wonderful 15 years here. I'm really proud of the way the company has grown and the way our public has grown. And I think that now they're primed for almost anything as long as it's really good dance. That's what the art form has done for me, and I love it.